Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This video will be a little bit different than the ones I make. I like making actually this kind of videos as well, but not too many though, because I'm not a family counselor, even though I could be. So I'm talking about an incident that Business Insider reports on, not on incident, some statements made some Ukrainian pilots, and Business Insider will cover it, will report it in a very, to use this, I know you can't use, at least in Romanian, but I know even in English, a very positive way. If it's positive, it can't be very, but I'm just saying, which is highly positively reported by Business Insider. Let me read you the headline of this, and then I'm going to discuss. I'm against that because I'm not from that strata of the society. Oh my God, don't say that. Well, I did. Ukrainian helicopter crew says women flash them as they fly overhead to boost their morale fighting Russia. So the whole article here is like, oh my God, yes, ooh, yeah. Well, so the Ukrainian helicopters crew, one crew, say women, more than one, flash them as they fly overhead to boost their morale fighting Russia. All right. Well, for the ones that said so, what's wrong with that, Emil? Listen to this. Imagine those women are your mothers. Then let's say you were about 16 and your mom does that to a helicopter. Or let's say that woman, one of them is your wife. Honey, I was just boosting the morale of our troops. And let's say, why stop only there? Why not the whole thing? And why stop only there? Why not that? And he stops, lands, have a little thing with the whole crew, and then boosted the morale a-okay. But that's your sister, or that might be your wife, or your mother, or I don't know. Would you like that? Now you see, it changes, I think, the perspective. Now, if you like that, that's good for you. I don't like that. I don't like it even if it's not my wife, my sister, my girlfriend, or my mom, or my daughter. I don't like that. I think that's animalic. But hey, why would that work? Well, I'm going to works with certain kind of people. I'm telling you again. When I was not younger, actually as a teenage boy, I had grandmothers. And sometimes the grandmothers, when we were watching TV, usually when we had, it was the New Year's Day in Romania. It used to be like you stay all night and you celebrate with family, friends, and you watch TV all night, and the old ladies were just watching TV. And sometimes there were some things over there that were not kosher, which is some dancers, not exotic dancer, now they call them exotic dancers, okay, or whatever. Some dancers over there with a bikini or showing some skin, nothing like a flash or anything, no. And I remember the grandmothers being, what is this? Why is it necessary? Me as a teenager, okay, but that was a different time. As a teenager, that's, yeah. But for them, and I was thinking, just old people, generations, things change. But wait a minute, why is it necessary? And I'm not that old to be 75 as they were, about 70, 75. I'm old, but not that old, and I like women. I don't like anything else, but I like women in that context. In many ways, in all the ways, let's put it this way. I don't like men, I don't like goats, I don't like sheep, I don't like this kind of things, So let's go back here. So it's not like I'm like, oh, she's naked, I can't look, oh my God. No, but I recognize the behavior being a whorish behavior. Now in this context, let's be nice. If she does that, why can't she show that? And why can't they go and do it with the whole thing? Boost the morale. And let's be inclusive. What if I do it? Hey, why don't you stop? Huh? have my child here. Good job, daddy. Just like grandpa. Like grandpa. Yeah, they're proud of you, daddy. Give me 5. Yeah. Not shake hands. Oh, you give me 5. What the fuck is that? Anyway, so we forgot about shaking hands. Oh, give me 5. What? I was about to say something. Anyway, so do you think that my child would be proud of me? Or my wife? Or the society? Well, Emil, are you a Puritan? I'm not a Puritan, but I still can respect myself. And I have to recognize the behavior as it is, a whorish behavior. And if that supposedly boosts the helicopter's crew's morale. All right, let's analyze it psychologically. Because people say, yeah, it's going to make them work harder. Yes. I say, no, actually, it's going to make them not go and fight harder. It's going to make them stop right there and say, I don't want to go back there. I want to have this right now. Why should I go over there and risk my life? Maybe I die and I don't have the ooh. Okay, so psychologically that's actually not the boosting of morale. It's actually like, man, you can say, well, no, go and fight harder and you're gonna shorten the war. No, if I go over there I might get killed and I don't get anything. I don't get to play with anything. Instead of saying, no, hey, Zelensky, why don't you talk to those guys so I can have this one while I'm alive and well. See? So it's not boosting the morale. Actually, it makes people think, oh, I remember of my girlfriend Mary. She's at home waiting for me with whomever is in my place right now. Or, it creates that kind of, do you think it's going to make him fight harder? Maybe. Could be. But I would subscribe to the other side of the psychological interpretation of things. No, I don't want to go over there. I want it right now. Now remember, why don't I do it? Actually, we are equal, aren't we? Or men are pigs and women are what? If those guys are pigs, what is she? Again, I'm not a Puritan, but I'm just showing you how this thing, just by the title and the article, it's a positive article towards that. Like, oh, isn't that fantastic? No, it's not. It is fantastic for a strata of society. When that strata of society and those pleasures become mainstream and get promoted by Business Insider, for instance, oh, Emil, you're too uptight. It's nothing about it. Little by little. Remember? Whatever you guys do in your bedrooms, just let us, we don't hurt anybody. Go now and criticize anything. You're called this, you lose your job from that. Remember? What's wrong with you, man? You're uptight. What they do in the bedroom, that's the thing. It started like that, and now what? What? We want to do this. Yeah, we want to have this, right? And then we want to have all that. Okay, and then if I say I don't like it, or I have a different interpretation, oh my God, you're an outcast. See? Started from that, where it ended, the same here. I don't like that because I think it's animalic. It's a basic. Some people might like it. I'm not for banning it or making it illegal or anything like that. I just call it for what it is, and I'm going to tell you this. When I lived under a communist system, it was very strict with these kind of things. And as a teenager and a young adult, I was like, what the hell? We are all like that. We want to experience life. That's why young people are more libertine, liberty, freedom, democracy, blah, 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 do as much, no rules. When you get older, you understand supposedly more of the life, and you understand that there are rules, limitations. You can't have anarchy. There's no society living in anarchy. Even though you have a current, anarchists, they're right there. Political current, the ideology. Howard Zinn and, why do I show here? Because I have books. Howard Zinn, anarchist. What's his name? Noam Chomsky, anarchist. They're not socialists, they're anarchists. Go and read what that is if you don't know. And they're okay, but I understand the liberty, but there are some limitations. Anarchy is not like we don't have you don't have rules. Okay, all right. Anyway, let's go back here. So I was in the communist times, and when the communist fell, it was like this. From things that were not permitted, we're like, oh, freedom, we can do this. And if you say, what's going on with this one? Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Well, it doesn't mean that I have to be nasty. It's like someone, well, I'm empowered. Well, you're empowered, but it doesn't mean that you have to be a you're in power, meaning what? Showing your boobs or something? Because nowadays you see here on the TV, oh, she showed her bikini and I feel so empowered. What? Is that how you feel empowered? Why don't you show us, I don't know, a theorem, a mathematical equation, something. You solve that, or chess little things. Why are you empowered in that? Why is empowered? Everybody's empowered. Everybody. In that side, when they show their boobs and their curves, I mean, so empowered. Like someone did not allow them to be whores. Anyway, my friends, go back to this thing. I disagree with that, and not with the fact they can do whatever they want. I don't like that Business Insider look at this article and look at that interpretation in a positive way, and I see a trend which occurs here nevertheless, destroying the society's norms. And we're going to get to certain things that will be from the bottom. Look at the movies. Most movies here in Hollywood are based on sex. Everything is about around that. When they make jokes about that, not intellectual jokes. Why? Because the audience is of, why don't you raise the audience's IQ more? And then you're going to have, well, because you can't control them if you do that. Anyway, that's good enough. I can go on and on with this one. As I said, people who like that, imagine that that's your mom, your sister, your daughter, your, I don't know, wife, girlfriend, however you want to take it, and see if you like it. If you like it, good, then I can do the same thing then, and all that. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.